12 News at 10 is back now with a special presentation, Common Ground.
In a day and age when many of us are divided over politics, religion, immigration, marriage equality, you name it, it's important to focus on finding common ground so we can heal, unite, and realize that we aren't that different from each other after all.
Tonight, Team 12's William Pitts and Ryan Cody bring two families together as they learn the common bond that they share.
Think about all the people you come into contact with each and every day. Going to work, going to school, picking up your kids from school. You probably don't even give them much thought, just strangers going about their business, living their lives.
But could you have more in common with these strangers than you'd ever imagine? Are there connections and shared experiences so powerful that can bring them together? We're about to show you. Jessica and Elisa are two moms who've never met. You'll see their stories playing out side by side, and at the same time, we reveal the secret bond they share and introduce them for the first time.
This is Common Ground.
Where's your backpack? You're gonna have to get on the other side. I don't know, we came and looked at it that morning and it was like, this is the house.
Now I'm getting ready to make your eggs, buddy boo. When I was pregnant with my daughter, he always liked touchy by belly. He goes, sister. Okay, hold on, babies. Yes. That's a really good Spider-Man. I do that every time my son Justin has an achievement. Yep. It's my boy. Every so often, you know, if it's something that he's done really, really well, he'll want to go to the cemetery and tell his brother. I always wondered, is like, you know, how would he be right now with his brother? I remember the first year or two, as soon as I turned into the cemetery, I sobbed. You think that you weren't there for them, but you did your best. We apologize a lot. And it's just one of those things as a parent that you have that guilt.
Yay! At first it's really hard, but now it's a lot easier because I know when she falls in that she's going to know what to do. It is scary. It only takes a second for your kid to get away from you. It gives you comfort knowing that she's learning how to swim and what to do if she does fall in.
My husband's like, where's Eric? I was just like, oh, let's get up. Let's see if he's in one of his hiding places. So I go and look in the garage. I look under the bed. Everybody's looking around for him. I go on, let me just look outside one more time. And that's when I see him in the pool. I scream for my husband and tell him that he's in the pool. My husband jumps right into the middle of the pool, grabs him.
My back door was open, so I go outside looking for Parker, and I kept calling his name, walked back over, and I seen the pool rippling still, and I just was like, and the gate opened, and I was like, no way, that's not possible, and walked over to the pool, and there he was at the bottom, jumped in, got him out, and I brought him inside and started doing CPR on him on the table while my 8-year-old daughter called 911. He was 22 months old. He was almost 2.
And they took us into one of those rooms, and I didn't realize that when we were going into the emergency area that behind one of those curtains was our son. And that's when they told us, and my husband decided that he didn't want a stranger to dress my son, so he dressed him for the funeral. He picked him up and he put him. My husband shouldn't have done that. He said I had to have strength to dress my son and put him in the casket.
I spent quite a bit of time just sitting by the pool and just hoping maybe I could hear him or something splashing around. It's a happy place for me. I feel like my son is still with me, and I don't want to leave that feeling.
I'll put it over here for you.
You know, they'll always have that twin connection, and, you know, I just kind of feel bad that, you know, he doesn't have that physical connection anymore.
Throughout this entire process, neither family knew about the other.
Until now, it's time we bring Jessica and Elisa together and help them connect over the common ground they share.
Do you want cereal for breakfast?
Yeah.
He'll want to go to the cemetery and tell his brother. I go and look in the garage, I look under the bed, everybody's looking around for him. I go, let me just look outside. Running into the pool, it's not me giving him CPR, it's just that first look of him in the pool.
Jumped in, got him out, and I brought him inside.
But you did your best. We apologize a lot.
And I know you said you wanted to help be a pillar of support for a lot of families. Would you like to go meet her?
Yes, I would. It hurts to see another family that has to go through that. I first want to give you a hug. Yeah, beautiful son. You do. I'll give you a hug too.
I'm sorry you had to do it.
When you hear someone else's story that's similar, what goes through your mind?
Unfortunately, you're in a group that no other person will ever understand.
I think that helps by us is just remembering the good things, trying not to dwell on the fact that he's not here.
I'm sure it's a thing that you guys never really forget about. It's got to be a constant reminder every single day. You pass by a pool, that has to be the first thing in your mind.
For the first year or so, it was hard for me to see a pool.
It took us a while to even be able to swim in the pool, but now it's like, you know, Parker's in here swimming with us too.
We get a lot of pool fences are ugly, and it's just burying your kids a lot uglier.
That's my main goal, is just to get out there and spread my story.
Hopefully we'll be able to change that with your help. The other reason we brought you here was that we're partnering up with Tracy and the Drowning Prevention Coalition. We want to do a PSA campaign, an anti-drowning campaign, and we want you guys to be a part of it, and your kids.
Definitely. Anything to help.
We would tell our
Get
story
less.
and cry a tear every day as long as one more parent doesn't have to go through what we've all been through.
And people are very quick to say, well, it's not going to happen to me because I'm not a bad parent. And I think these are two remarkable families that show it's not bad parenting.
One thing we noticed when we went to the cemetery is that there's no headstone on the grave. Well, the next time you guys go to the cemetery, we want to change that. So we're going to make sure that there's a headstone there.
It'll be 7 years this March, and he's never had anything.
Make him proud.
Thank you so much.
We don't do this to get, things handed to us. We do it to get the word out. And
Thank you so much. This really means a lot to our family.
Making sure that people go out there and talk about it.
Unfortunately, our faces need to be put out there because, it's not getting through.
I'm really sorry we had to meet under these circumstances.
I want to make sure that other families learn through my story, and so they don't have to go through what my family goes through.
My God.
So powerful.
Your heart just breaks for those families. And unfortunately, those two families are two of hundreds in Arizona that have lived through this horror.
Right.
And hopefully this Drowning Prevention Coalition that we've partnered up with can help save, if it just saves one life, it's been worth it.
Absolutely. So many times when we talk about drownings, you don't hear what happens afterwards until now, and it's so powerful, so moving, and hopefully many families can benefit from their stories.
Yeah.